And welcome to the news today here on YHC, and we're going to get started with a special guest we have today, and this is Pat Brickhaus. He is a Southeast Missouri native, been in the area for quite some time, but he's here along with us today to talk about the Pat Brickhaus Scholarship that is here at the Dexter schools, and quite a story with your wife Pat Brickhaus going back to her time and teaching and different things. So,
well, when my sister started,
your sister, yeah.
When she started teaching, she taught at T.S. Hill, and that has been the only job she has had. And then she passed with cancer in the October of 2006, and we wanted to bring a scholarship to the schools in order that we would be able to keep her teaching career going. In fact, this is the first year we've had recipients since 2006, and this is the first year that we have a senior who's graduating who would not have had her as a junior high math teacher at T.S. Hill.
Wow.
So we're very proud of what she has done for the schools here and for our family, myself and my sister Margaret, and then Glenn, and then down to Pat. She was the youngest of us, but the first to pass, and so we're trying to keep her, again, all her teaching career alive here in Dexter.
Sure. And they created a scholarship in her name, so it's going to be living
Correct.
on. So her legacy is being passed on here at the Dexter schools, and just talk about her career here in Dexter and other places as well, and what she brought to her classroom.
Well, as I had talked to Mr. Flanagan a little bit earlier, we actually find out a lot more about her teaching career by talking to her former students and parents of her students. Like almost all of the children in our family, she was a very strict disciplinarian, as my mom and dad were for us. But what we've tried to do is that when we get into the classroom, as I did with my band and choir programs at either Woodland R4 or Polk County and Golconda, Illinois, or Massac County and Metropolis, Illinois, you have to have discipline within the classroom before the kids can even learn. So when a kid comes into a class, they know the rules. All you have to worry about is the teaching aspect and getting the information to them and helping them improve and make themselves a better person after leaving high school.
Okay. So, and quite a career she had, and she was very talented in the classroom, but also in music as well.
That is correct. We four would sing. A lot of times I would be the tenor, Glenn would be the bass, Margaret would be the soprano, and Pat would be alto, and the piano accompanist. In fact, she was the keyboard person for Faith Lutheran here in Dexter for many, many years until her passing in 06. And so what we've tried to do as we talk with the counselors, we've asked that the counselors would actually look for instance, a blue-collar family with a young lady or young gentleman who's going to graduate who has a high interest and good grades in math and also have some semblance of music in their background. As a matter of fact, the first recipient of her scholarship in 06 is now, I have been told, a teacher in the elementary as a music teacher there, so we're very proud of that.
Sure. And the scholarships, it was initiated in what year now?
We started in 2006, and what we've done is we went through Charlie Flanagan at Edward Jones, and our family made an investment so that the recipients of those scholarships we try to determine amount of money made from the investments in there to allow the students to have something to help them toward their college career. We have written checks to the St. Louis School of Pharmacy, to Southeast Missouri State University. This year, I have been told that the recipient is a person who is going to Three Rivers College, and we've also had one check to Arkansas State University. So we always make the check out to the school, but we always present that check in a letter to their family and to that person with Pat's picture at the top, and a letter from our families congratulating them and hope that she would be able to keep what she's doing and hope they would do the same thing.
Sure. And a great story, and we were talking before we came on that there's even administrators out at the school that had her as a teacher when they were young, so
yes.
her life is being alive, and it continues on at the Dexter school system.
Right. Mr. Mauser and also Mr. Cruz both were students of hers. In fact, this morning we presented a plaque to go in the high school. Now, although she taught in the T.S. Hill, we wanted to make sure that the plaque was at the high school because the seniors, as a senior, they would receive that scholarship. And so we made that presentation this morning. We hope it'll be in the newspaper this coming week, and we're very proud of our sister, how hard she worked for the kids, and so we want to make sure that her memory is not lost to the students around here.
Sure, and it's great what you're doing, as well as Charlie Flanagan with Edward Jones Investments, keeping her memory alive with a scholarship, being able to recognize her and her efforts each year, and actually help someone going forward and their endeavors with higher education. So it's good to keep that going, and we appreciate you stopping by today and talking with our viewers about your sister and what she's done for this community and for the Dexter school system. And is there anything else you'd like to share
Well,
about
I
your
want to
sister
thank
going
you
forward?
very much for allowing us to have time to at least make known to the Dexter community how proud we are of Pat and what she has done for TSL and the Dexter school program, and thank you for your time here.
Sure,
I appreciate
no
it.
problem. We're happy to help. So good luck with everything going forward with the scholarship. Hopefully it continues here in the Dexter community and help those going forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your efforts.
Thank you.
All right. And that's Alan Brickhaus, and we appreciate him coming in today.